In the grand, sprawling tapestry of life on our planet, there are countless wonders to behold. From the highest mountain peaks to the deepest, darkest trenches of the ocean, the animal kingdom presents a spectacle of survival adaptation and sheer, breathtaking beauty. We often marvel at their speed, their strength, or their intricate social structures. But hidden within this vast theater of life are secrets far more profound. Secrets that could fundamentally change our own existence. Some creatures often overlooked possess abilities that seem to border on the magical. They hold within their very biology the keys to extraordinary healing and resilience. These are not tales of myth or legend, but observable scientific facts that are now inspiring the very frontiers of modern medicine. Our journey begins in the cool, murky waters of ancient lakes near Mexico City, the sole remaining habitat of a most peculiar creature. It is the axolotl, a species of salamander that seems to have forgotten how to grow up. It retains its juvenile, gilled features throughout its life, a state known as neoteny. This Peter Pan of the amphibian world gazes out with lidless eyes, a faint, cryptic smile seemingly playing on its face, guarding one of nature's most extraordinary secrets. This creature's true marvel lies not in its perpetual youth, but in its unparalleled ability to heal. If an axolotl loses a limb to a predator, it does not simply form a stump or a scar. Instead, something truly miraculous occurs. It begins a process of perfect, flawless regeneration. Over a matter of weeks, it will regrow the entire limb, bone, muscle, skin, and nerve, as if the injury had never happened at all. But its capabilities extend far beyond just its limbs. The axolotl can regenerate parts of its brain, its spinal cord, and even damaged sections of its heart. Where we would suffer permanent, life-altering damage, the axolotl simply rebuilds. It achieves this by reverting its cells to a more stem cell-like state, allowing them to redifferentiate and construct new tissues with astonishing precision. There is no scar tissue, no loss of function, just a perfect restoration. This remarkable ability has, quite naturally, captured the intense interest of the scientific community. Researchers in laboratories across the world are now meticulously studying the axolotl's genetic code, seeking to unlock the mechanisms that govern this incredible regenerative process. The dream is a monumental one: to one day apply these principles to human medicine. Imagine a world where spinal cord injuries are no longer permanent, or where a damaged heart can repair itself. For burn victims, it could mean regrowing skin without scarring. For amputees, it could offer the hope of regenerating a lost limb. The axolotl's cells hold a blueprint for perfect healing. We move now from the freshwater lakes of Mexico to the vibrant, sun-drenched coral reefs of the tropical oceans. Here, amidst the dazzling array of life, lurks a predator that moves with deliberate, almost imperceptible slowness. It is the cone snail, a creature whose exquisite shell belies the potent danger it carries within. This seemingly placid mollusk is one of the most venomous animals on the planet. The cone snail hunts not with speed, but with a highly specialized biological weapon. It has a hollow, harpoon-like tooth, a modified radula, which it can launch at astonishing speed to inject a cocktail of toxins into its prey, usually a small fish. The venom is so powerful that it causes immediate paralysis, allowing the snail to engulf its victim at its leisure. A chillingly effective method. What makes this venom so fascinating to medical science is its sheer complexity. It is not a single chemical, but a sophisticated blend of hundreds, sometimes thousands, of unique peptides, known as conotoxins. Each peptide targets particular ion channels in the nervous system. That precision makes the venom both devastating and valuable. For years, scientists have been deconstructing this cocktail, isolating conotoxins. One has yielded a revolutionary breakthrough. A peptide from the magician's cone snail became the drug ziconotide. This drug is not like conventional opioids. It blocks specific calcium channels that transmit pain signals to the brain. Ziconotide is estimated to be 1,000 times more potent than morphine, yet crucially, it is non-addictive. For patients with severe chronic pain, when other treatments fail, it can offer profound relief. It represents a whole new class of analgesics, born from evolution's arms race. The cone snail's venom is a treasure chest of pharmacology. Over 700 cone snail species each make unique venom. Scientists believe hundreds of thousands of conotoxins remain undiscovered. These could lead to treatments for a vast range of conditions: epilepsy, Alzheimer's disease, cardiovascular disorders. The potential is almost limitless. Our voyage takes us back in time, to an animal that has roamed the shallow coastal waters for an astonishing 450 million years. This is the horseshoe crab. It is not a true crab, but a living fossil, more closely related to spiders and scorpions. It has watched the dinosaurs come and go, survived multiple mass extinctions, and remains virtually unchanged. Its continued existence is a testament to a truly remarkable defense mechanism. The secret to its longevity flows through its veins. The horseshoe crab has blue, copper-based blood, a stark contrast to our own iron-based red blood. But the color is not its most important feature. What is truly extraordinary is a specific type of cell within this blood, known as an amebocyte. These cells are the sentinels of the horseshoe crab's immune system, and they possess a unique and vital talent. When an amebocyte encounters even the tiniest trace of an endotoxin, a toxic substance released by certain types of bacteria, it triggers an immediate and dramatic response. The cell ruptures and releases a protein that causes the blood to clot, forming a gelatinous barrier around the invading bacteria. This process, known as coagulation, instantly neutralizes and traps the threat, protecting the horseshoe crab from infection in its bacteria-rich marine environment. In the 1970s, scientists discovered how to harness this incredible ability. They developed an extract from the horseshoe crab's blood called Limulus amebocyte lysate, or LAL. This extract became the global standard for sterility testing. A tiny amount of LAL is applied to a sample of a vaccine, a tiny amount of LAL is applied to a sample of an intravenous drug, a tiny amount of LAL is applied to a piece of surgical equipment, hip replacement, a tiny amount of LAL is applied to a piece of surgical equipment, pacemaker. If the LAL turns to gel, it indicates the presence of bacterial contamination. The LAL test is incredibly sensitive, rapid, and reliable. We now travel to a handful of remote islands in Indonesia, the domain of the world's largest living lizard. Close up, its forked tongue flicking. This is the Komodo dragon. It can grow up to 10 feet long and weigh over 150 pounds. An apex predator, a relic from a time when giant reptiles ruled the earth. For decades it was believed its primary weapon was a mouth teeming with deadly bacteria, a septic bite that would slowly kill its prey. The traditional theory: bite a large animal like a water buffalo, then simply follow it for days. The bacteria from the bite would supposedly cause a fatal infection, weakening the animal until the dragon could move in for the kill. That narrative was compelling, but it may not be the whole story. More recent research has revealed a far more sophisticated hunting strategy. The Komodo dragon does indeed have a venomous bite. Its lower jaw contains glands that secrete complex venom. The venom induces shock, it prevents blood clotting, and it rapidly lowers blood pressure. The bacteria are likely a secondary factor, but that investigation led to another, startling discovery. While studying the bacteria in the dragon's mouth, scientists wondered how the dragon itself survived. Why wasn't it constantly succumbing to infections from wounds? The answer lay not in its saliva, but in its blood. The Komodo dragon's blood is rich with antimicrobial peptides. These peptides are short chains of amino acids that act as the dragon's first line of defense. They are astonishingly effective, capable of destroying a wide range of dangerous bacteria, including bacteria that have become resistant to our conventional antibiotics. In a world facing a growing crisis of antibiotic resistance, this discovery is monumental. For our final animal, we turn to one that has a long and, for many, unsettling history with humankind. It is the leech. For centuries, these creatures were central to the practice of bloodletting. That history gave the leech a sinister reputation, but now it's making a remarkable comeback in modern medicine. Today, the medicinal leech, Hirudo medicinalis, is used for a very specific purpose in microsurgery. When a surgeon reattaches a severed finger, an ear, a scalp, one of the greatest challenges is restoring proper blood flow. Arteries are often reconnected, pumping blood in. Tiny fragile veins that drain blood are far harder to repair. The result can be venous congestion, pooled blood pressing on tissue and starving it of oxygen. This is where the leech becomes an invaluable surgical assistant. A leech bite is painless thanks to an anesthetic in its saliva. The leech draws out the excess pooled blood. Its saliva contains anticoagulants, most famously hirudin, stopping clotting. The wound can keep bleeding gently for hours, continually draining the tissue. That extra time lets the patient's tiny veins heal and re-establish circulation. From the regenerating axolotl to the surgical leech, the healing powers we have witnessed are a profound testament to the ingenuity of the natural world. These animals, through millions of years of evolution, have developed solutions to biological challenges that we are only just beginning to comprehend.